Capítulo 3. A Fúria.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Ai, que nojo. Submisso tá...
I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Teimoso! Caraca! Meus divertidamente aí se conversando.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
You're damn right we did. And you'll get over it.
Teimoso, tá. Temos o submisso e o teimoso. Falta o raiva, o feliz e o nojinho.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed.
True. Na verdade a gente morreu, mas tudo bem. Só que esse lugar aqui tá meio feio, né?
You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
Verdade.
Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... This is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here.
Sim, mas não nesse bosque todo feio.
Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here.
É verdade.
This is
Tá meio
all
orgânico mesmo.
different, isn't it?
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
Tá, fala, narrador. O que tá acontecendo?
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great.
Lógico.
If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Ah, obrigada por explicar.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this.
Que é um mato... É que mato é orgânico, mas é reto. Esse aqui é um mato muito redondo, entendeu? Parece mais gosma.
I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
Não fala.
That's not really an answer.
É verdade.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Mas já matei a princesa. Como assim? Já matei a princesa. Por que eu tô aqui de novo? Bom, opção. Você mesmo disse que sabe mais o que está dizendo. Se você quer que eu vá até acabando, então é melhor nos conte de tudo. Ou parece que estou sendo puxado em 100 direções diferentes. É melhor que vocês todos me ouçam quando chegar a hora de tomar uma decisão. Ou, se eu não executar, se eu só ficar aqui ou fizer qualquer outra coisa que nós chegamos a esse ponto, sem retorno, o que acontece? Ou, não importa o que acontecer depois, parece que nossas respostas estão acabando. É melhor continuar até o fim, ou... Verdade, eu posso só ir embora, né? Bom, vamos de cima pra baixo.
I can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that.
That what? O quê?
I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is, and that you know I'm not lying to you about her. Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you?
He just wants to keep things going the way they are. But we've been given a second chance to do right by her. She can build something better than this. She can build something better than us. We just have to let her do it.
I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here.
Eu acho que você não tá entendendo que eu tenho um teimoso e um submisso na minha cabeça, narrador. É muito difícil.
I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Tá bom. Parece que estão sendo puxados em direções diferentes.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
What a crock of shit.
True.
Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
Claro que conta.
We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Ai.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever gonna change.
Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Boa, teimoso, vai! Se eu não executar, se eu só ficar aqui ou fizer qualquer outra coisa, o que acontece?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. It doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
Aham. Vai ficar tudo bem. 12 voltas. É, eu acho que vai ter até mais. Não importa o que acontecer, parece... vamos lá na cabana, né? Não dá muito certo. Nossa.
Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
De novo, né?
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Você tem bom ponto, narrador.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Não!
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Ew!
That's horrible.
Sim, isso é horrível.
You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
E meio que a porta é um espelho, né? Mas tudo bem.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
É aquele espelho de novo e dessa vez ele bloqueou a porta. Você não falou do espelho da última vez. Não, cadê? Eu só vou me aproximar do espelho. Sem falar nada.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
Na verdade, tem um espelho na minha frente.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Verdade, né?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Feitiço de confusão.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
É verdade.
Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it! Let's get violent already.
Não!
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Limpar o
You
espelho.
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open,
Droga.
scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
Né?
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Nossa, de novo o narrador, ele sempre fala isso. Aí faz...
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
É verdade. Errou.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Até o narrador esqueceu da faca.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an
É, vou
abomination.
ter que rolar um D20.
We're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
She was going to end the world last time.
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continua descendo, né? Não tem
You
opção.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's
Meu
walls
Deus.
are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Que horror!
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It drops to the
Meu
ground,
Deus!
and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
É, adeus, mundo cruel.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Né? Nem
Screw
doeu.
that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side.
Isso.
Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us. We don't even have a weapon.
Ih, a faca! Ferrou!
It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Vai, teimoso! Desistiu de destruir o mundo, foi? Ou o que aconteceu com você? Ou espere! Não precisamos fazer isso. Ou me perdoe, ok? Me perdoe. Ou por favor, me escuta. Eu vou ser teimosa. Você desistiu de destruir o mundo, foi?
The world hasn't wronged me the way you have. Maybe I'll get around to it eventually, though. Once I've had my fill of you.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction.
Ih,
With a horrifying squelch,
caraca!
you are unwound.
E é verdade, ela nem usou a mão. Olha só, eu sou um passarinho.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Ih, ferrou.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Eita. Uh-oh. narrador, mantendo a palavra dela, você não morre pelas suas mãos. Algo a levou embora e deixou outra coisa em seu lugar.
She's gone. Where did she
Espelho.
go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Eu não sei onde ela foi, eu não tenho nem ideia como poderíamos procurar. O narrador se foi, é verdade, o narrador se foi. Eu acho que é pra olhar pro espelho.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Ué,
It's like it's mocking us. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
ué. O narrador se foi.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
Não faz sentido, a gente matou a princesa.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going. Figures the world would end and leave us with this nothing.
Nossa, tá bem mais alto. Acho que é pra olhar no espelho.
About it. I don't think you should.
Ah, tá tudo vazio.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. I don't want to look at us. I'm begging you,
Aproximasse.
don't do this.
Desculpa, não tem opção. O espelho nunca te assustou
It's
antes?
different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Você se aproxima do espelho. Olhar para o seu reflexo. Silêncio enquanto você estende a mão. Eles se foram, mas o espelho se mantém. É hora de ver o que tem nele. Interessante, né? Cadê minhas tripas? É você. Ganha um achievement. Eu sou feio. Na verdade, eu nem me vi direito, né? Você está sozinho em um lugar vazio. Eita, o bosque! Está quieto aqui. Para seguir para a cabana. Você está na cabana. Aproximar-se dela.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
O que é você? Um receptáculo? Esse é o fim do mundo? Deixe-me sair? Nossa, tem muita coisa, a gente vai ver todas. O que é você?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Luzes solitárias? Como assim?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
São as mãos, não é a princesa? O que você pensa que eu sou?
I think that you are like me.
Sou?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Eita. Um receptáculo frágil de presente?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Eita. Meu Deus, Temaki, eu amo.
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery.
Tem?
She will make for a burning heart.
Tá bom, se você diz.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Ah, que bom. Por que eu tô sentindo que eu pulei muitos espaços pra chegar aqui? Eu acho que eu não devia ter matado a princesa de começo. Esse é o fim do mundo?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Você tem um bom ponto. Você conhece o narrador?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Ah, tá.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Você tem um bom ponto. Foi você que me mandou executar a princesa? Foi você que me prendeu aqui? É que eu tenho medo de escolher essa.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Ok. Você sabe sobre os mundos além desse lugar?
I know only that they are.
Você é a princesa?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Ok. Mas você sempre foi a princesa ou você só está se transformando numa parte de si mesma?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Pra mim importa. A gente se conhece?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Ok. Deixe-me sair daqui.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Interessante.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
O que acontece agora?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Ah, é?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Não sei.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Você não teme que eu... Oh, por que eu ia matar ela? Tem muita coisa. Vamos explorar todos. Você não teme que eu encontre uma maneira de te matar? Por que eu ia
I
perguntar
have
isso?
not lived. I am not afraid to die.
O quanto eu vou esquecer?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Ok. Quantos outros pedaços seu ainda tenho que encontrar?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Tá bom. Tem que fazer mais vezes os finais diferentes. E se eu não te deixar fazer isso comigo?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Eu fui enviado para executar a princesa, para impedi-la de destruir o mundo. Se eu te ajudar, é isso que você vai fazer?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Deixar estar? Você está desviando. O que você vai fazer se eu te ajudar?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Ok. Eu não vou voltar e esperar. Tudo bem, me faça esquecer. O que eu vou fazer aqui que eu vou ficar esperando? Eu vou esperar.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Tá bom. Esperar pra sempre. Eu vou esperar pra sempre. Eu tenho tempo.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Talvez.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
Caraca.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Ué? O jogo fechou! O jogo fechou sozinho! Ô, droga! O jogo fechou! O jogo
never left your side.
I never left your side. Attempt to outweigh your destiny. O achievement que eu ganhei. Muito interessante. Da próxima vez eu vou esperar uma semana, sua lambisgoia. Tudo bem, me faça esquecer. Não tem outra opção. É, a princesa meteu um Alt F4 em mim.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Da princesa?
You won't.
Tudo fica escuro e você morre.